Hello everyone, this is Lily Chilton. This is a quick webisode about the SS4 form, application for employer identification number. Okay, so there are two ways of applying for an EIN number, right? One will be for you to submit the SS4 form, and then another one is for you to apply for an EIN online, right? Apply for online. I do this for my clients. It takes 5 minutes. If I have all of the information that I need, all I gotta do is apply online now. And I get the information within 5 minutes of application. That is if everything is good. Okay? And that's what I do as a tax practitioner. Now, if you go back to the SS4 form, it is pretty much self explanatory except for this part. I think a lot of people are getting confused about this thing. You see, name of responsible party. Okay, determine your eligibility. Are you eligible to apply for an EIN? You may apply for an EIN online if your principal business is located in the United States or U.S. territories. If you're doing business in America, yes, apply for an EIN. The person applying online must have a valid taxpayer ID number. Okay? Taxpayer ID number. Social Security if you are a U.S. resident and or a U.S. citizen. ITIN if you are a foreigner, and EIN if you are a business, right? You are limited to one EIN per responsible party per day. Okay, the responsible party, and I would like to point this out. The responsible party is the person who is ultimately owns or controls the entity, or who is exercising ultimate effective control over the entity. Unless the applicant is a government entity, the responsible party must be an individual, okay, not an entity. Okay, so if you go to the SS4 form, name of responsible party. If you own this is the owner of the company, as discussed right here. As discussed right here. Okay? Um okay, you have to have control for the company, or you have to have ownership for the company. Okay? You have to have the capability to exercise ultimate control over the entity. Okay? If you are not the person that is responsible for this company, you have to understand this. This is very important portion for the SS4 form, right? Do not sign off on this unless you know what you're doing. This is the owner of the company. This is the person that will go down if something happens with the company. If your company gets audited, or if your company gets sued, this is the person that will be responsible for that. You know, this is not just a piece of paper. This is legally binding with the government. Okay? I just thought I should mention that. Legal name of entity or individual for whom EIN is being requested. For whom EIN is being requested, right? Legal name of entity. If you have an LLC, put the LLC name here. If you are an individual, put your name here. Okay? You cannot be a foreigner and have an EIN without an ITIN. You see what I mean? If you have an EIN and you don't have an ITIN yet, that means that you are using someone else's social security number. And that is very illegal. You know, if you're using someone else's social security number, that will only mean that that person is maybe your managing partner here in the United States. But if there's no other, what you call this, link other than them applying an EIN for you using their social security number, that is very illegal. that will only mean that that person owns this company, or is has an equity share or equity interest on your company, or else he should have never used his own social security number for your sake, you know. So the first thing that you need to do is apply for an ITIN first. Let's do this again. Apply for an ITIN. Okay, I'm telling you the step by step process. So you have to fill out this form first, right? Fill out this form first. And then when you get this, do you see this? Non-resident alien to file a federal tax return. Or this, what is the reason for you to file a federal tax return? Because you're doing business in America. So if you're doing business in America, then you definitely need an ITIN. Business is business. It's nothing personal. You have to make sure that you guys understand the forms that you are filling out. If your brother is filling this out, then he has to file the tax return for this company under his own individual tax return or under his own partnership tax return using his own social security number. And someone else asked about this third party designee, right? If I am a designated person for this account, then what I can do is, you know what? I can take this application for you, you know? Complete this section only if you want to authorize the named individual to receive the entity's EIN, okay? A designated person is a representative, okay? It's not a responsible person for your account. Those are two different people. Those are two different authorizations. Those are two different responsibilities. This third party designated person, if I am your designee, all I can do is accept the EIN for your behalf. You can use my address right here. You can use my address. IRS can email me a copy of your EIN or any communication on your behalf, right? I can call them, I can fax things for you, but I can never be your responsible party. And I, as a third party designee for your company, is not allowed to use my own social security to apply for an EIN for your company. Get it? Okay, so I hope that I was able to clarify or give you additional information about how to fill out the application for employer identification number SS4 form and how it relates to your ITIN. Okay, so before you can apply and process the SS4, you have to have an ITIN first. And to have an ITIN, you have to process a W7 first, either by sending all of your supporting documentations and everything. And let me see. Let me show you for proper guidance. You can go to my website, go to ITIN application. All of the information that, you have a lot of informative information on here. I have on here how to fill out IRS Form W7 and also how and where to apply for ITIN. Okay, so go to the website, read on. You definitely have a lot of information that you can use on here, and just schedule an appointment, book an appointment on here, and we'll contact you as soon as we can. And I'm looking forward to be working with you. If I work with you, I guarantee you will be on all of the legal compliance. We will not be doing any illegal things. Okay, so thank you, have a good day, and I'm looking forward to doing business with you. Bye.